The Americans, which is one of the few American shows that Matt and I enjoy, and Gary sort of,
This
for
was
whatever
my
reason.
This was my
I've
number
seen the
11.
first series.
Yeah,
I've not,
yeah.
don't
No, I
get me
know,
wrong.
but it's rare for
And I
Matt and
think the
I
other
to
problem
love an
is now
American
is
show.
it's gone on to ITV Encore, which I don't have.
Yeah, which unfairly, being because that's the Sky thing, nobody else can access, which is really unfair.
Although, if you want to watch Houdini and Doyle and the Frankenstein Chronicles, it's the only place to go.
Can we not have Houdini and Doyle and the Frankenstein Chronicles as part of my list MP3, please? Thank you. The Americans, again on paper, I shouldn't like it. It sounds daft. It's about Soviet spies in the 1980s who live a life, as Americans, hence the title. They have young children who are fully assimilated and American as far as they're concerned. They leave them alone at night and go out and do all these crazy things. And on paper, I should go, how ridiculous. It's about as far away from Cracker
One thing
the
I've
Lakes
always wondered about the Americans is why, out of any profession, they chose to be travel agents when they're out a lot of night. Couldn't they pick a job salesman?
They could have been
like
working nights in a factory or something like that, couldn't they? I don't know why they'd.
But
why
I
they're
suppose
travel agents.
then it's a case of, well, what is the most unlikely job for a spy to have? And you can sit there and think about it for hours, and then they've got travel agent. Oh yeah, I suppose so.
In a link to Breaking Bad, where Walter White's brother-in-law Hank is a FDA agent, then you've got in the Americans Stan Beeman moving next door with his family, who is an FBI agent. The reason I like this so much is because we're 4 series in now. It doesn't feel like it's dropped off a cliff at any point, which I associate with a lot of American shows where you go, series 2 was my favourite and then it went ridiculous at the end, or series 4 was good.
Do you think that has something to do with the fact that these are shorter series?
They're 13 episodes, or the last 2 series have been 13, and they are concise and they follow an arc, and that's it. And then they're back next year for another 2. You immerse yourself in the world when you're watching it, and the most incomprehensible things become comprehensible because of the way it's handled. It feels completely genuine and completely real, and I adore it. And I think what they're doing now, involving young daughter Paige, played brilliantly by Holly Taylor, is just enhanced the show no end.
These are Luke's Desert Island Dramas.
Are you sure you don't want anyone to stay with you today?
Yeah. Speak Russian.
Мы тебя очень любим, солнышко.
She said we love you very much.
I need to be alone.
As Gary says, if you're a Virgin customer or a Freeview, you just can't see it, and it's such a shame that it gets hidden away.
Yeah, I don't understand the decision, but
I struggle with not being able to see Houdini and Doyle, like Matt says, but not being able to see this as well is almost heartbreaking.
It was on my list for the longest time, and I think it's better that we've had differing lists because it lets us talk about more shows. Like we've all had Line of Duty, and me and Gary had The Wire, but it's good that we've had a varied list.
My list wasn't influenced by yours. Yours certainly wasn't influenced by anything, and Gary's list was his list, and it's all.
As you said, the idea behind this being desert island dramas is it's about as much as how this show has affected you, and why you have picked it, as it is a great piece of television.
But again, the reason I picked Breaking Bad and The Americans is because they helped. There are other shows as well that I've watched from the States and really loved, but those two I can watch and go, this isn't an American drama, just like to me The Bridge isn't a foreign drama. It's just a blooming good drama that I enjoyed. There's a few years ago, even when I was first doing the podcast, where I was wrong and I went, well, if it's American, I'm not really that bothered, and I just think that was so stupid to be. And if it's foreign, I'm not going to read it.
You need to get a list together,
Well, no, I feel like I've done all the ones that I want to do, and now
there's
I'm just
so much more.
I've done The Nick, which I thought was superb with Clive Owen. I've done The Leftovers with Justin Theroux, and that was about as far out of my comfort zone as a TV drama viewer as I can get, and I'm really looking forward to the final series of that.
You go and watch Human Target next. That's your next project.
And then Rizzoli Isles. There are too many Rizzoli Isles. And I feel like now it's not about liking this, it's just about appreciating what I've learnt over the past few years. It's just appreciating great telly for great telly. Everywhere is capable of making great telly, and who'd have thought I'd have been watching an Israeli show? Who'd have thought I'd be able to say that? Who'd have thought I'd be watching an Israeli show and being absolutely hooked by it?